O God, in a mysterious way, great wonders you perform. You plant your footsteps in the sea and ride upon the storm. Hello. Today's psalm is Psalm 80. As you can see, I've got my Schoharie Valley Community Camp t-shirt on, and I had said a couple of videos ago that I'd be recording all of the videos for this week ahead of time, and that mostly worked, but I didn't get all of them. So now in the middle of camp week, I'm playing a little bit of catch up, but that is okay. Sometimes that's just how technology works out. Sometimes that's how time works out. But I'm happy to report that that day camp is going well, and we've had our own technology issues with day camp certainly, and there's been a lot of grace for all of those issues. So, but it's considerably smaller than it's been in years past. But the kids who are there, they seem to be very appreciative of the fact that we are doing something for them. So even if it's not normal at all, there's still some of that connection. Anyway, today's psalm is Psalm number 80. And as you listen to the words of this psalm, as you meditate on the words of this psalm, this one, as I was going through it, there were certain analogies that sprang to mind as I read through this particular psalm. So I'm going to see if I can identify some of those analogies again, or maybe even hear other ones as I read it aloud to you. Psalm 80. Give ear, O shepherd of Israel, you who lead Joseph like a flock. You are enthroned upon the cherubim. Shine forth before Ephraim and Benjamin and Manasseh. Stir up your might and come to save us. Restore us, O God. Let your face shine that we may be saved. O Lord God of hosts, how long will you be angry with your people's prayers? You have fed them with the bread of tears and given them tears to drink in full measure. You make us the scorn of our neighbors. Our enemies laugh among themselves. Restore us, O God of hosts. Let your face shine that we may be saved. You brought a vine out of Egypt. You drove out the nations and planted it. You cleared the ground for it. It took deep root and filled the land. The mountains were covered with its shade, the mighty cedars with its branches. It sent its branches to the sea and its shoots to the river. Why then have you broken down its walls, so that all who pass along may pluck its fruit? The boar from the forest ravages it, and all that move in the field feed on it. Turn again, O God of hosts, look down from heaven and see, have regard for this vine, the stalk that your right hand planted. They have burned it with fire, they have cut it down. May they perish at the rebuke of your countenance. But let your hand be upon the one at your right hand, the one whom you made strong for yourself. Then we will never turn back from you. Give us life, and we will call on your name. Restore us, O God of hosts. Let your face shine, that we may be saved. So I'm going to read verse 6 again. You make us the scorn of our neighbors. Our enemies laugh among themselves. Sometimes when I read or look at political cartoons from other countries, there is that sense of we who say that we have been such a great nation, in general, we are handling the current situation very poorly. We are divided against each other. We are not listening to science and reason, and it reminds me a bit of Star Trek, the movies, the original movies, where Spock, in one of the movies, goes into a radioactive chamber, and he says to Captain Kirk, and Kirk wonders why he did it. Spock says, "The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the one." Of course, later on, when Spock is restored, his memories that he had planted in bones returns to him, and he is basically regenerated. The answer that he's given is, for when he asks why they did that, they say the needs of the one outweighed the needs of the many. And we're caught in that situation right now. We have the idea of the needs of the one and the needs of the many generally confused. How do we actually look out for the most vulnerable? How do we restore those who are hurting to places where they can actually live full lives, so that then we all may resume full lives? Only in that way, when we all work together for that goal, will our neighbors stop looking at us with scorn and look at us with admiration. God be with you till we meet again. Loving counsels guide, uphold you, with the shepherd's care enfold you. God be with you till we meet again.